Welcome back for another book haul. I've got another random collection of witchy books and non-witchy books, so let's jump in. Whenever I release my husband into a library, and sometimes even on my phone, he picks books, and he picked this one, and I'm excited for it. Yes, I am still a child, don't worry about it. So if you don't know, we were the era of the original Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that was such a good show. And we still, occasionally, you find yourself quoting it all the time. You know, you find a random, like, cave or something, and you're like, secret tunnel, all the time. And, like, that's rough, buddy. Like, there's certain things. You just had to be there. And I've loved these. I loved Kiyoshi's. Oh my god, so good. Then, I still haven't finished Yan Chin, how are you supposed to pronounce it? I suck at these names. If I haven't heard it, I don't know how to say it. So I don't know that one. But I only got like maybe halfway through it. I just didn't care as much. She just didn't grasp as hard. And so then I missed getting this one. And hubby, I think he's listened to it. Because again, he usually does audiobooks. But he was like, you need to read it. So it's like, cool. Roku. I'm excited. The books honestly have been better. I can't do the comics. I've tried. Because I still want to know what happens. But also I have a really hard time with comics. I'm wondering, we're watching through Resident Alien, so I'm kind of like, if the library has the comics it's based off of, maybe. I don't know. Do libraries carry comic books? I feel like they do. They have like graphic novels and manga, so like comic books. They also have like magazines and stuff, so maybe they will. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe, but you know, I don't know. They feel so weird. Even like I read one for Nightmare Before Christmas because that is my life, and I just couldn't do it. I just get so distracted. Let me hallucinate the images, thank you. I don't need you. Just tell me what I'm supposed to see and then I will visualize it. Thank you very much. I don't know. If you love them, I'm so glad that works for you. I don't know if I can, but I also need to know what happens because they're like, oh, season 4 might be coming at some point, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe one day. It's a weird show, just FYI, but it's kind of hilarious at the same time. Anyways, enough rambling. On to the next one. So we have Clutter Intervention, How Your Stuff is Keeping You Stuck. And this is by Tisha Morris. Do tell. Honestly, I feel like I'm getting better. Ooh, she has a feng shui book. She's the author of Mind, Body, and Home. Intriguing title. Decorating with the 5 Elements of Feng Shui. I'm intrigued. Maybe I'll see if I like it. Maybe I'll see her other books. Because those are fun titles. Anyways, I am trying to do this more. It is a journey that will take some time, but like when I think about my future self and who I want to be, I'm not quite a minimalist, but I'm definitely clean. Like I don't want clutter anymore. I'm not like, again, minimalism can go really hardcore and be like, you only need 1 coffee mug, and it's like, no. You can pry my coffee mug collection from my cold dead hands. I love my coffee mugs. I am willing to begrudgingly admit maybe I can get rid of the ones that are broken. You know, the handle's missing or it's got a ginormous crack or whatever. Maybe we can start to part with those ones. But like, no, I need my coffee cups. We have 2 whole cabinets of just coffee cups. It's a lot. We do need to downsize it, but not to like 1 cup a person. Absolutely not. I mean, granted, I go through like 3 cups a day because like you don't want to mix and match. So I have like my coffee cup, my tea cup, and then I usually have a sugary drink. Like I'm gonna have a hot chocolate, or I'm gonna have like an apple cider. It's like my reward for doing my workout, because if I don't have a reward and I just do the reward, I won't do the thing. And I need to start doing actual workouts, because if I don't, my spine at the neck wants to just punish me and make my limbs go numb. So I have to actually exercise. And sugar is a great motivator, so I will have my sugary drink. Anyways, that is such a side tangent. Anyways, ready for another one? Here we go. This one. Oh, it's gonna be tangents. Cause, yep. So, Witchy Mama. Magical Traditions, Motherly Insights, and Sacred Knowledge by Melanie Marquise. Is that how you're supposed to say that name? And Emily Francis. So, I'm intrigued. The Publisher's Weekly says, what makes this book magical is its wealth of sensible advice on preparing and caring for children. Is the preparing only pregnant? If you're pregnant, are we going to mention everyone else? Probably not. I know I'm gonna be mad about it. It's like, listen, the pagan community could really just expand that horizon just a little bit. But also for caring for children. Are they going to go Montessori? Because that's what I'm leaning towards. I think we're going to be a Montessori house when we have kids in the next decade. But anyways, let's go back to the quote. And its emphasis on mothers taking care of themselves and honoring their own spirits. That is one nice thing with our journey, is that my wonderful surrogate-to-be someday in the future, she probably won't know who I am for a very long time, because I still have to get the money to afford her. But yeah, because Utah's a surrogacy-friendly state, which means as the intended parents, we have to be rich, basically. A little bit. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a weird way to put it into, like, perspective. Is in order for us to have kids, we have to almost buy, like, at least 1 to 2 Cybertrucks. Isn't that just messed up? To have kids, you have to buy, like, a Cybertruck? It's actually more than a Cybertruck. At least from what I can find online. Online, they're like 100 grand. And a child is realistically, within inflation and stuff, within the next couple years, I would bet it's going to be closer to 200K. Because right now, this year, well, 2024 to 2025-ish, I don't know how frequently they update that, but like, their website says it currently. So currently, your estimated is roughly to plan like $170,000 per child. I need to publish 18 damn books this year so I can afford that. It's like, oh my god. So do tell me, do tell, how will I take care of myself? But anyways, like, I won't have the thing of like having to recover from a birth, which will be nice. And like, we're trying to plan as much as we can beforehand and like getting in shape and all of the stuff. And maybe I'm also just team, you gotta take care of yourself too. So like, I don't know, it'll be interesting. I'm very curious how pagan parenting is gonna go. Such side tangents, let's continue. We've got The Awakened Psychic, What You Need to Know to Develop Your Psychic Abilities by Kayla Ambrose. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's not related to this book at all. But one of my characters, their name is Ambrose. I just barely looked up that name like this month. But yeah, for My Cozy Mystery, that's one of the character names because I thought it was such a fun name. And look at it. It just shows up. It's a sign. It is a sign this book is going to sell. I'm banking on that. Next. By the time you see this, maybe opinions will be awesome again. But listen, I am intrigued. Being an American's fun today. So anyways, Chinese medicine for the modern world. Ancient wisdom to stop worrying, hurrying, and overeating. I'm very intrigued because I love food. I do worry all the time. I'm also hurrying all the time. But to be honest, I read 1 to 2 books a day. I write like so many chapters a day. Like, I'm trying to publish 18 books this year. If I don't hit that, at the very least, the very minimum is 12 this year, but I'm aiming towards 18. Like, I want to get my Cozy Mystery series done this year, plus 12 witchcraft books. So like, I'm always hurrying. I'm always working. And you know what? Overeating just makes you happy. And it fixes all of your problems. So do tell me, E. Douglas something. What does DOM stand for? I mean, I know what it stands for in other communities, but I don't think that's what it stands for here. I'm guessing doctor? Medical doctor, maybe? I don't know. I always thought it was DO. I don't know what the M is for. Anyways, this book. Oh god, what the fuck? Looking at the back of this book, Avoiding Death Indefinitely is one of his other titles. I don't think you can do that, my dude. I don't think that's an option. I don't think that's like one of the very few guarantees in life is that you're not gonna make it out. So, okay. I'm a little more nervous now. Next, we've got this one. So remember earlier this month, I really was falling in love with the idea of Reiki, and I read that book and I was like, ooh, I'm intrigued. Intrigued, found book. So we have Living Reiki, Heal Yourself and Transform Your Life by Melissa Tipton. That's what tripped my brain. Sorry, I can't words. I read ahead, and now I just have the Tipton theme song stuck in my head. And if you didn't watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody because you weren't that level of a millennial, I'm sorry, but that was one of the best songs ever. And whenever I'm in a car, it's still a Prindle. And if you don't get the reference, you just need to go to Disney Plus because I think it's still there, so you could watch it and understand. Because yes. So anyways, I'm very curious about Reiki. I don't know if I can do it myself or if I really just could use somebody else to do it. But yeah, It's a bigger book, so maybe it'll tell me what to do. And then lastly, we've got this one. It's giving the exact same vibes of a cover, just different color scheme, from Pinsack's book. So he had like the witch's shield. Is this not like almost like, I think his cover was like purplish, I think. I could even be wrong, but I think his red one was the love magic book. He had a greenish one for money, and then he had the purplish one with a shield for protection, I swear. But anyways, it's given the same vibes. So we have Everyday Psychic Defense by Cassandra Eason, White Magic for Dark Moments. I'm not sure about that combo. Why is it White Magic for Dark Moments? Not a huge fan of white magic. I feel like that's a loaded word. And then also, why is it attached to Everyday Psychic Defense? Like, what is the... We'll find out together at some point. And yeah, that is all of the books that I have. So I will probably have another stack coming soon because it never ends. And so yeah, I would love to know if you have read any of these, your thoughts in the comments down below. Oh, actually, what are some pagan parenting books that you have found? I would love to know, because my quest is very, very minimal. I'm still really into, like, first of all, conception journey and like all of that stuff, because that's gonna be a whole thing. And then also I'm pretty sure we're gonna go Montessori, because like it's a lot of ways how I was raised, not officially, and like it would have been so much better for like hubby when he was in school. And so like if it's our kid, obviously it's gonna be like more likely than not you're probably gonna have our issues too. Like genetically, sometimes mental illness just runs a marathon in your family, and we're both that. So I'm sure our children could use a little extra helping hand. And so like having a Montessori approach, I think is just good anyways. Like, I don't understand how people don't treat children like they're people, because like you remember crap when you were a kid, and like if adults treated you like a person or not, you remembered that. And like the people who treated you like a person, you usually liked them because you were in fact a person. Anyways, that's probably not the actual Montessori approach, but that's how I feel it is. It's just like treat the little people like they're actually people, and they're just learning how to explore the world. And like if you treat them with respect and treat them like they know what they're, not like completely what they're doing, but you know, like they have the capability to do something, you just might need to have a little bit of a guiding hand, then like they'll be fine. I don't know if I would go full like no baby gate on stairs, and I don't know about baby proofing the house, because also like they were invented for a reason, because kids died. So like I don't know, but I have many years to figure that out. So anyways, I'm listening, actually that could be the last book. I'm listening to like the, oh, I can look it up. I'm almost halfway through it, so it feels weird to be like hauling it at this point. But it is one that I am absolutely loving. So if you are like having kids, or you want to learn about Montessori as like a philosophy for like how to deal with children, it's the Montessori for Every Family by Tim Selden and Lorna McGrath. I don't know names. I suck at them. But listen, here, this book on Libby, focus. This one, see, I'm getting there. I'm at 74%, and I do need to just go buy the book because it's so good. So yeah, I love it. It talks about all of the different ages and stages, and it's awesome. And it's stuff that it's like, God, actually true though. Only thing is I'm not team quiet dinner. I can't do it. I can't stand the sound of people eating. I can't. We're gonna have background noise, which I used to do as a kid anyways. We used to have a CD playing most of the time, or the TV, but I remember mornings we didn't usually turn the TV on, and we would have a CD playing. And so I could do that. Even if it's like, listen, we can't have words, it has to be instrumental only, that would be fine. And like we have Spotify, so like you tell mom and dad what you want, and then we'll set it up. But like I don't know, the idea of like your little kid just like hauling the thing to the table and setting up the table, it's like we never did that. But also like I don't know that I would hate that either. And like not having like iPad kids I think would be really good too. Anyways, such a side tangent. Not witchcraft at all, but I do promise you when I have kids I am gonna have more pagan parenting content, because that does not exist really. So we'll talk about it, but more like how Jessica from Jessica Out of the Closet does it, because no, you're not going to see your kids, so they deserve their privacy. And we'll just talk about the journey. So when we get there, right now I'm still just trying to get my BMI to where it needs to be so that I can have my eggs potentially taken out of my body. but I also still have to afford that too. So, moral of the story, thank you to my Patreon peeps for helping in that process. Little nuggets at a time still add up. It's just a savings account. Anytime you pay me on Patreon, it just lives in an account, and that's all that really happens. Only thing I buy from it is my proof copies of my books. Like, that's it. So it's just my savings account mostly, because one of these days it's gonna happen. You just wait. It's gonna be a miracle. But yeah, when we actually get to go on the parenting journey as pagans, I do want to have more content on that. So anyways, if you have stuff now, would be great. Anyways, this is Rambly. Thank you to my Patreon peeps. If you want to support me, you can head over there or buy my books, link below, all that jazz. And just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That helps a lot too. I am so close to getting monetized here, and it's gonna be awesome. I've only been trying since 2011, so we're getting there, slowly but surely. Really trying since, really, 2022, so yeah, we're getting there. It's gonna happen. This is gonna be the year. So anyways, till next time, thank you, and blessed be.